Okay, so we're going to go over today on how to create a second realm on the WoW private server we created a couple weeks ago, or you just did right now, or whatever. We also went over a couple weeks ago on how to some of the commands, the GM commands, and how to really cheat at the game. And then we also went over how to create some custom items, which is also pretty much another way to really cheat if you make them as powerful as I did. And then the last video we did on how to start up your server with just one batch file, instead of having to go through all three programs to open up to get the server running. And this one, again, like I said, is how to create a second realm on the same server. So as you can see here, we'll just start from the beginning. As you can see here, we're going into my computer, your WoW server directory. And I did it already because it takes so long. But I don't think I needed to, but I made a copy of the server directory. But the one I know you need for sure is the core directory. So you just right click, copy anything else, right click copy, right click paste. And it will drop another directory in there for you. And once it's done copying, it could take a while. Just do rename. We're going to name it core 2. Okay, that's done. Then you go into core 2, open up your world server conf, and notepad. Change the realm ID to 2, and save it and close it. And you can go ahead and get rid of auth server and auth config because we don't need those in there. Okay, so now we go back to the WoW, which I think we're done in there. Then you open up your HiDSQL. Now I did some of this already. Just remembering how to do it. I've only done this once, so remembering how to do this is hard. But it is pretty easy to do if I remember correctly, so relearning as it goes on. Okay, so you open up your HiDSQL, you connect like we did in the other videos, and then, that's fine. You go into the auth database, and look for the realm list table. And then go to data, and then you just right click, copy selected rows, and then insert row? Yeah, insert row will put most of it in there for you. And you just name it whatever. I already did one so you can look and see. I'm not sure if you're supposed to, but I made, let's get rid of that. There's a delete row option here. Delete selected row. Okay. I'm not sure if you're supposed to, but I made time zone. I'm not sure if flag needs to be the same or not. I haven't set it the same. You change your port to something else. I just added one. Okay, that's it for the realm list. Just go back here, minimize that. Now you have to make a copy of the characters and world. I think with characters you just need to structure. But I'm going to copy the whole characters and I can remove them later. So in HiDSQL, you go up to the root directory, root, and do, there was create new database, do characters, change the correlation to UTF, general, what's that one, UTF? Oops, too far. I gotta find it again. There it is. And then okay. And then you got a second database here, and it's empty. And this one's full, so what we're going to do here is right click, export database as SQL. Make sure your character is selected. Change tables to create. If you don't do this, you'll get a bunch of errors in your table or your database or remain empty. So you want to create, data insert, output database, and for your database, you select your characters too. In fact, I know we don't need to do the insert. I'm going to do it anyway. We can always remove it. So do export. And this one should go fairly quick. There's not a lot of stuff in there unless you got a lot of friends playing. Or if you made a public one, you know. Okay, that's done. So we just hit close on that. Now this will still show as empty. Just right click refresh and it'll populate. Now this one's going to take a while. But we're going to create a new database. We're going to call it World 2. And UTF General is already there. And now, like I said, this one's going to take a while because there's a lot more junk in here. As you can see the size comparison. This is 2.4, this is 378. If you're using a fast computer, this won't take long at all, but this is running on a virtual machine, so it's going to take a while. Okay, so we right click on World, do export to SQL like we did before, create, insert, output as database, and we want to select World 2. Got the theme here. Alright, so now we'll do export. And as I said, this is going to take a while on my computer, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll be back. I'm doing it again. Apparently, when you want to record a video, and you want to get the audio in that video, you need to unmute the microphone. Yep, I'm bringing it in. We'll just pick up where we left off, except for I have it all done now. Genius. Okay, so we exported the world into World 2, and like I said, that took a while, that's why we paused. So now we are completely done with the database. Let's go ahead and minimize that. And the database is open. Let's close that actually. Just, like I said, exported into World 2. It's done. So now we're going to close the MySQL. Control C. We're going to go back into our private server core 2, and we got to edit the world server 2. Well, the core 2 world server, and we need to scroll down and find realm ID, make sure it's 2, and data, it's fine. Find the database login. It should be auth, not auth2, just auth. World database info, change it to 2, and characters change to 2. Now, 2 is just a guide. If you put a different number in there, that's fine. It's going to make sure they all match up. It's like if you're making another one, it would be 3, and you need to make sure all the other ones match up to 3. And then once you got that changed, then you just scroll down, and there is a world server port here. Default for the first realm was 8085, and for the second one you put whatever you put in your realm list database table. Right. What I did is I added just 1 to the 8085, so now it's 8086, so that's what it is, 8086. And I think that's all. Yeah, that's all we did. So let's just take a quick test. So under server, we still start the same MySQL as we always did. And it's loaded. And then under core, first core, we run the auth server just like we always did. And it comes up with both realms. And we start the first world server. And this is obviously the one from the one we did a while back, if you're following along. Loading, ready. Okay, now we switch over to... Sorry, I was just checking to see if my mic was actually going. Okay, so we switch over to the core 2 directory, and we run the other world server. And that'll be finished in just a moment, so let's go here, and log in, and change realm. Come on, oops, change realm. And we just wait for the second one to come online. Watching come online as I tab out here. Yeah, there it goes. So, yeah, the second round has some characters I just created as a test. You can see there. And first round doesn't have those characters. Easy enough. The last thing I wanted to show you is another easy little thing, just a quality of life. So you have these 4 apps you need to start. You need to start the MySQL, the auth, the World Server 1, World Server 2. Who wants to be going around changing directories, setting up the control panels? And speaking of, the control panel won't really work because you have a second realm. And as far as I know, this control panel doesn't work with it. I think one of the more advanced control panels does. You'll have to check, but that's not for me. So we're going to go ahead and close these down. I closed my SQL just. And that batch file we created the other day. I'm just going to edit that. And I'll leave this open here for a second in case you didn't watch that video. Or didn't, whichever way is back. It's backwards. Basically, we changed directory to the WoW server directory, the CWow_server. Run the MySQL command to start it in its own instance. We wait 3 seconds, timeout T3, and then we cd to the WoW core directory, start the auth server. Wait 3 seconds just to give it time to load. It usually doesn't take that long, but 3 seconds buys you a little time. And then you start the first world server. Since they're both in the same directory, you don't need to change directory. And then for the second realm, I added a timeout T1 because it doesn't matter. You just need enough time for the computer to be like, oh, okay, command, which would be like milliseconds. But I added a full 1 just for my sanity. So timeout 1, and then cd WoW core 2. And then from core 2, you just run the second world server. And that's it. It's done. As you can see here, I've been disconnected since I closed both the realms. And we're going to go ahead and run this in batch file. Okay, there's MySQL. And there's auth. There's world server 1. And world server 2. And just wait to finish. First one's done, second one's done. And let's see what we got. Okay, first round and second round. Easy enough. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you want to see me do more videos like this, Just do a like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever. Just let me know that you're interested, and I'll keep going. Thanks much, and have a good weekend.